It's Wednesday. You know what that means, don't you? Hot Toys Unboxing Day. Welcome to Mando Collectibles. So here's this week's figure unboxing, and this is TMS 014. This is the Mandalorian and Child Standard Edition, the Beskar Armour version, 1/6 scale figure. And I chose the regular edition over the deluxe. And I'm kind of glad I did, to be honest with you, now that we're getting another variation of the Mandalorian coming out next year, which looks absolutely superb, to be honest. And I really wasn't too bothered about the pram. Having the pram anyway, so I was very happy to pick this one up, and I needed the Beskar Mando anyway. So this is the box, of course, and we'll just move in, and we got a really nice picture of the man himself, the Mandalorian, in his Beskar armor with Grogu. And then down at the bottom we've got the usual band with all the names on, and a nice action pose of the Mando in his Beskar armor. And then it obviously follows round right back into the front section of the box. Then, as you do, the usual whodunits, what's, ifs and whys and warnings. Then we'll turn round, and then we have our final pose on the side of the Mando crossing his arms with his jetpack on without Grogu, which is a pretty decent picture. So there we have it. There is the box art for the Mandalorian and Child Beskar 1/6 scale figure. So what we'll do now is open it up, and we will check out all of his accessories. Right, before we actually look at the accessories, I nearly forgot, but let's have a look at the inlay card for the figure itself. So as you can see, Mando in his Beskar armor, and it is in a nice dynamic action pose. No Grogu in this one. He's using his flamethrower on this one, but yet again, really quality, detailed picture of the man himself, and it does look a fantastic inlay card as per usual. So there we have it, guys, short and sweet. Just a quick look at the inlay card. Now let's crack on and look at the accessories. So here's all the accessories we get with the Mandalorian and Child Beskar version. And this is just the standard edition. And I'm pretty impressed with what we've got here so far. So I can just imagine the amount that you get with the deluxe version. But I'm not too fussed about that. But I'm very happy to have this one. So let's crack on and look at what we got. So firstly, we have his rifle. No lightning effect in this version. Then we have, of course, his grappling hook. That's a new addition. Then we have his gun. Then also another new addition is his knife. Then move across and we have his sidearm pauldron with the new insignia on the side. Then we have the attachment for his whistling bird. Then we have the attachment for the side of his helmet, which is a torch. Then also his tracker device. Then we have a bar of Beskar. Then we have also a thermal detonator. And then we have Grogu's necklace. And then, of course, here he is, the man himself, little Grogu, which comes free with every version of the Mandalorian. And I mean everything Mandalorian nowadays. I don't know how many Grogus we're going to get, but it's still cute. And then we'll move across to his extra 5 pair of hands that you get, including the other 2. Then we have 3 flame effects, 2 for his jetpack, and then 1 for the flamethrower effects that he can have on his arm. Then we have the waist grabber, because obviously he can have a flying pose. Then we have the iconic base, sand base, which is, well, there you go, as per usual. And then finally we have his jetpack, which is pretty impressive. Nice paint job on that. And this one is definitely magnetised. So really happy with that. So overall, really impressed with the accessories that you get with this version. So what we'll do, we'll get the figure out now, and then we'll take a look at the figure and then get him posed up and add him to the collection. So here he is, the man himself. This is the Beskar Armour Mandalorian. And first glance, he's a fantastic looking figure. And we've had a lot of controversy over the last few weeks concerning this figure, due to the fact most of us have just had this drop on our doorstep. And then a couple of days before, they drop a new edition, a new Mandalorian that's coming out next year. The Chrome edition, that's coming with the swoop bike. And a lot of people have been upset about that, saying they're kind of getting ripped off and things like that. And personally, it's just personal choice. And what I say about that is, if you don't like it, send it back and wait for the new version. Or if you're like me, a true Mando collector, and you love your Mandalorian, you'll collect it and enjoy it for what it is. So I'm keeping mine, and I'm looking forward to the next variant next year of the Mandalorian with the swoop bike. So enough of that. Let's take a look at this guy. And this is, of course, as I said, the Beskar Armour Mandalorian, and we'll move in close and take a good look at him. And as you can see, this guy's a lot cleaner looking than the original version of Mandalorian. Loving the Beskar armour all the way down. You can see he's got Beskar on his leg. This leg armour is, of course, I think it's the original, just a repaint with more battle damage down to his boots as previous. Now, obviously, a lot of people complain about this. The colour of this is black, and I'm assuming this is supposed to be a brown colour, his trousers, because it doesn't really match the original suit from the original Mandalorian. I've heard that from a lot of people. So going round to the side, you can see we've got his arm, shoulder pauldron on with his insignia, new insignia. And then you can see his arms, where he keeps obviously whistling birds and his stuff like that. They're all Beskar now. And then we'll flip round to the back of the helmet. The helmet is exactly the same as the standard original edition. Now, his cloak is only got the slightest of battle damage. This is a brand new cloak, I'm assuming, that's been added to him. Now, round to the other side, and yet again another shoulder pauldron, which is Beskar. And then we have his other arm attachment, and that's where the other thermal detonator is going to go once they get him all set up. But there you go. That is the man himself, the Beskar Mando, and really happy with him. Very clean looking figure, and can't wait to get this guy set up in a pose and add him to the collection. And here they are set up in their action pose, Mando and the child. Really quite like this pose that I've managed to get him in. And as you can see, he's literally taking off with the child in his arms and taking somebody out on the floor with the flamethrower. And I like the fact that I've just he's like jumping off the floor, just taking off with the jetpack. But yeah, really quite impressed with this pose. But overall, the figure itself is pretty amazing. And I gotta say, I love the Durasteel Mando, but I am digging the Beskar Mando. This figure is really fantastic. I really do like it. Overall, great detail, lovely clean look for Mando, and I love the added bonus with the child there. But yeah, overall, really happy with this figure, and very happy to add it to the collection. So there he is, guys, the Beskar Mando and child set, fully posed up and ready to add to the collection. So let's get him in with the rest of the Mando figures. So let's have a look at him in the setup. And it looks pretty awesome, front and centre with the heavy Mando. And of course, we've got the Beskar Mando, and I've reposed IG-11 at the back, which is looking pretty awesome in that pose. So happy to add the Beskar Mando to the collection. And as I say, this cube's now full, and we'll be moving over to another cube with another Mandalorian figure next week. But really happy with him. Couldn't be happier with this Mando. Absolutely awesome. Definitely my favourite one of the two at this present moment. So there we go, guys, another Mando figure added to the collection, and we will now call it quits and bring this video to a close. So there we have it, another video and another awesome figure added to the collection, of course being the Beskar Mando and Child regular edition, and I'm really happy to have that edition. I could have gone the deluxe route, but I was just quite content with what we've got. And I know there's been a lot of controversy surrounding this figure, everybody getting it dropped, and then having the new Mando being released at the end of 2022 into 23. But as far as I'm concerned, looking forward to it. Looks an absolutely fantastic figure. I'll be getting 2 of them. One, of course, for the swoop bike, and then the other one because he's got a head sculpt. So, you know what I mean, the more the merrier Mando was to me. So I'm very happy to see the outcome and see how that finally turns out when it's actually released. But just got to find the room for the swoop bike, so I've got plenty of time to work that out. But as I say, absolutely chuffed to have this figure in the collection. Plenty more figures to come, guys. And also replica helmets soon. So I'm going to leave it here. As always, do give me a thumbs up. Please do leave a comment below. And as per usual, if you do like the content and you want to continue watching it, please do subscribe. But remember, only if you want to. So, I'll be seeing you in the next video.